For 40 years, 600 black men were injected with syphilis. They weren't told what it was, they weren't told of the cardiovascular symptoms and effects that it could have on them, and they weren't even told that it could be transmitted through sexual activity. The Tuskegee Syphilis Study. This is a study where for over 40 years, black men were unknowingly injected with syphilis. Period right after slavery, where sharecropping was the main source of income for all black people. And this study was conducted in Alabama, in the Black Belt, the area in the South where the soil is so fertile that it looks black. Also areas where black people were hanged and lynched and killed. So of course the soil there is very rich with life and has been deeply fertilized with our ancestral blood and DNA. And then they went to these same areas and found black men, 600 black men, and told them they were invited to a study to be treated for bad blood. Specifically, 399 black men were injected with syphilis, 201 were labeled as control subjects. So you have 400 black men walking around with syphilis for years, for generations, infecting their families, infecting their wives, their girlfriends, their loved ones, passing it down, not wondering why their health is actually getting worse instead of improving. To further the tragedy that went into this situation, 15 years into the study, they discovered that penicillin was actually the cure. So penicillin could actually be used to treat these 400 black men with syphilis, right? So that would mean, okay, great. They studied them, they found a cure, now let's give it to the black man and cure them. No, that's not what they did. In fact, they went on testing and injecting black men for 25 more years, which is why the number climbs to a total of 600 black men. 25 more years of injecting men with syphilis, even though there's already a cure for it. The government came into their communities telling them that they were willing to help them with something that they didn't have in the first place. And then for 40 years, because they just ended this study in 1972. So they conducted this study for 40 years, injecting black men with syphilis. Was there any financial payout for these men? No, not at all. Of course not. Was there any benefit given to them? Were they actually given penicillin? Of course not. Of course not. The government just ended the study. That's all they did. And now we have 600 men with syphilis spreading it around for generations to come.